Hi, Viacor. I am very sweaty. Don't mind that. It's just if I look like I'm melting, it's because I am. It's very hot out here in Cali. I love it though. I don't care. I love it. I do care. And I do love it. Anyway, I just wanted to share some art that I made. Well, not some, like all of the art that I made in the past week in the psych ward. For whatever reason, like art from the psych ward just keeps like ringing in my ears, and I'm like, it just feels like I have to share it. When I was drawing too, I was like, there's just something so poetic about making art in such a space where you would not want art to be made or think about, like that's like the last thing that's really on your mind. But since we had like a lot of time, and I had a lot of time to just like sit around and wait, and also we did like a group project, which was really fun. I did like my first like collage in adulthood, like my first physical collage. And so I just wanted to share some of these things, and I don't know, I just want to get better at like sharing more of my art in a more like casual way. And I just love the things that I made, even though they're unfinished. I think that's part of what makes them really great to me. And so, okay, let's start with the first one. This first one is a drawing that I made in the ER because we were waiting for a very long time. And while I was waiting, I asked if I can draw to color, and they gave me like this really terrible coloring book. So then I just used the page from like the paper from when they gave me food, and I just used the back of it to draw because I was like, I gotta do my own thing. And so when I was drawing, they didn't even give me like a proper like table or anything, so I was drawing on this like cardboard plate, so it left like these little imprints. But I was like, I'll use that to my benefit. And I don't know, that's just something really poetic to me about like using a hindrance to the best of your ability. And so as you can see, I'm really into like, I've been really into like spirals and like circles and just like sun looking objects, like a little bit like neurons also. And there's not much on the other side because I had to go and leave, and I was in restraints. Never been in restraints, but actually I've never been in restraints for medical purposes before. They were nice to me about it though, but it's just kind of weird that like these are the same hands that were like later on a stretcher. Life is strange. I said the thing. I said it by accident. Life is strange is one of my special interests. So, um, so then this was a drawing that I made while listening to the conversations that I was still like kind of shy at first, and I was also sick, so I was like wearing a mask and like keeping to myself. But in like the lounge area with the other patients, when everyone was talking, this was what I was listening to. They were playing like D&D, and I did not want to play because I was like, I'm way too out of it to like understand anything. But this is what I made while listening to like my new friends talk. They were awesome. I love them so much. Like I'm as far as like love can go for a stranger, I just thought it's just really fun to be in the presence of others while also enjoying something that you enjoy on your own. So I got to do this. It's also unfinished, but I kind of like this unfinished like random nature of things. And I've been drawing more like, I wouldn't call it cross figures, but it's kind of like that, where I'm using like my fear of edges to kind of make something that is less scary. I love like ocean looks, and just like I've been really obsessed with geometric shapes because of the like visual snow, or I don't know, anxiety hallucinations, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know if like whatever you want to call these things. I've just been having a weird relationship with shapes lately. And then this was another drawing that I made. It's also unfinished, but I love the little details that I put into it. And it's just it really captures like how I felt at the moment. Just like all these different little motions happening. This one I really like a lot because it not only reminds me of like as I was drawing, but the area that was where the lounge was there was a really nice view of downtown LA. Like you would not expect a really nice view to have from like the psych ward, but it was pretty chill out there. Like I would just look out the window, drink my tea, and just like ponder about the world and just see all the LA traffic, all the people going about their lives, and I'm just in here. It was pretty cool. And so drawing this, that's kind of like what, I don't know if that's what I was going for over here, but I kind of like how it's like in the psych ward, there's just like a lot of empty space, and then you look out the window and you see like this whole other world. So, and then this one was just kind of happening. I had an orange that morning, so that's kind of like my drawing of it. Actually, no, I had the orange after, but I wasn't eating much food, so when I was drawing this, I definitely felt very like dizzy. I wasn't eating much food because I'm really picky, but it's cool that I got to draw an orange and I got to have an orange. And then this one is one of my favorites. It's basically this collage that we were given. We were given like stacks of magazines, and we were like given this paper, and we were like, okay, choose certain things that you want to have in your life. And so I just wanted to share, it's kind of like a little vision board, but more just like a life board, I suppose. So I'll kind of like share the half. So this half is where I found like this Picasso playground like set thing, and I thought it was really cool. So this was the first thing I glued on, and it says learn through play, which is like a really big way I like to learn, and just like a big, I don't know, mode of operation for me, modus operandi. Like that's the best way to learn. Like, I mean, okay, also the teaching. I think teaching is a really fun way to learn, like, you know, but that's like more like after you know the material. I just think, yeah, I love like Montessori kind of ways of teaching, learning and stuff. So this is what I wanted to like encompass in my life. Whenever I like learn how to make, I've been wanting to learn guitar, and like whenever I learn to make any new music or any kind of instrument or something, the best way to do it is to just like make it a playful thing, make it fun, not make it so like serious. At least for me, that's like the best way. So that's why I kept that there. And then I just found this like one thing that just says, smile, smile, fucking do it. So I just like that it's just like, you better do it, bitch. That's what it makes me think of. And then so I'm in the van, and so I found like this one cool picture, and it's like this van in this like grand, awesome big space. I love being a part of things that are bigger than me. And so that's why I wanted to like save that and have that. And then this one says luck for, you know, luck's purpose, luck's sake. It's nice to have. That's a word I wanted to keep. And then this other thing, it says, it takes time to be an icon. It was underneath a Van Gogh painting, which I wanted to keep also, but it didn't fit on here, so I just kept like the it takes time to be an icon thing, because that's something that I think that's really important to remember, especially as you like go through life, and when you disappear, when you come back, when it seems like nobody really cares or very few people care about you. I mean, those people are special and matter, but sometimes you just, when you're an artist, you just want to be iconic immediately. But it takes time to develop style. It takes time to understand what you want to say into this world and what you want to put. And so that's just a good reminder that I may not have like this crazy audience, and I may not have this like devoted following and stuff, but I think I'm an icon regardless of how long it takes or who's watching. But we all are icons, and we all take time to do that. And so this other one, it says like, look at her now. I'm covering this because it has my birth name, and in there they kept calling me by my birth name. I didn't bother to correct them because I didn't want anybody to know that I was in the psych ward. So I was like, if the name I love to go by, the name I go by now, is revealed, like it's a very uncommon name. So if it's like, oh, Savvy, oh, that's like the person I know who went to the psych ward. That was like really a scary prospect to me, which doesn't, it's ironic that I'm sharing this now because I care. I don't really care. I cared before, but I don't care now, because I think I got a really positive experience, and I don't feel like there's any shame about what happened. But the reason why I saved it anyway, even though it has a birth name that I don't really care to go by anymore, is that it says, blank sets the stage for life's best scenes. And I think just like going by a different name and then having like your dead name show up again, but in a more like positive way, that was really helpful for me. Like a nice reframing, and I set the stage for life's best scenes. Like, that's just, if I was told that as a kid more often, I think I would have felt a lot better about who I am. And so I just wanted to put that there. And then, oh, I don't know if I showed the look at her now, but I thought that fit really well with this person dancing around, hopping around, and it says, "I'm happiest when I'm being fully present," which is like something I want to encompass more. And then this just says ripe. I think I was trying to put like ripe, it said like ripe oranges or fruit or something, and I love fruit, and so I was like, yeah, I want more ripe fruit, but I accidentally crushed it a bit too much, so it just says ripe. So yeah, this is like the full collage, and then little overview, nice little drawing, and then so yeah, that's my art from the psych ward. I'm grateful that I was given tools to make art, and that I got to have some good experiences there. Thanks for watching. Bye.